Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to teach you your first chapter, which is for the fun they had. I had uploaded a PDF, I think 2 days back, for you all to go through the chapter, and each paragraph was explained in that PDF. I'm going to teach this chapter today so that before we do any written part of this chapter, the gist of the chapter should be clear in your mind. Okay, so before I start with the explanation of each and every paragraph, I'm going to give you a brief introduction of the chapter. Okay, the story takes us to the world of future where the computer will play a major role. You will have your virtual classroom, which will not be a real classroom, where learning will be through computer software or internet. Understood, everyone? We are going to talk about the futuristic school, because as you will read from the first paragraph, it's very clear that the story is set in 2157 and we are living in 2020. Okay, so we are going to talk about futuristic school, how your school is different from the future schools. Okay, so we are going to read about this point in this particular chapter. Okay, before you read, the story we shall read is set in the future where books and school as we know now them will perhaps not exist. How will children study then? Now there is a diagram given for you all that how the schools of the future will be like. Learning will be through computer. You will have virtual classroom. As I have already told you, you will not have the real classroom. Real classroom means the classroom which you have now. Okay, you go to a particular class, you study with your classmates. Each teacher comes who has a command in her own, or he or she has in her own subject. We teach you different subjects. Like I teach you only English, I don't teach you any other subject. Maths teacher will teach you maths. So we teach you different subjects, and each and every child is taught in the same way. Each and every child gets the same homework. Okay, you sit together in your own classroom, you study with your classmates. Okay, so this is the school as we are talking about now. Okay, but in the futuristic school, what is going to happen? Learning will be through computer. You will have virtual classroom, not the real classroom. You will not have the human teacher, but you will have a robotic teacher, and you will have moving e-text. Okay, you will not have the real books. Real books means the books you are studying from, that the books printed on paper. You will have a computer screen in which the words will keep on moving. Okay, you will have moving e-text, not the real books. Okay, so this is the difference between real schools, that is the school in which you all are studying, and the futuristic school. Okay, so what are the difference? Let's have a quick revision of the differences. Okay, you have a real teacher. Real means a human teacher. They will have a virtual or a robotic teacher. Okay, you have real classroom, okay, where almost 50 or 40 students sit together and study in the same way. Okay, they have a virtual classroom where single child is going to study in that particular classroom. Okay, learning will be through computer, and you are learning through your books. You will have you have books printed on paper, and they have moving e-text. Okay, so that is the difference between your schools and the futuristic school. Okay, let's start reading the chapter now, everyone. Margie even wrote about it that night in her diary. On the page headed 17th May 2157. I have already told you that we are talking about the year. The story is set in the future, and it is set in the year 2157, almost 137 years from now. And what she is writing in her diary? Margie is writing in her diary, today Tommy found a real book. Now, which real book are we talking about? The books from which you are studying. Okay, the books which are printed on paper. Okay, so Tommy found a real book today, and Margie is writing about that real book in her diary. And we are talking about which year? 2157. Okay, it was a very old book, very clear. It might be a very old book because we are talking about 137 years ahead from now. So it is going to be a very old book. Margie's grandfather once said that when he was a little boy, his grandfather told him that there was a time when all the stories were printed on paper, means that the books from which you all are studying, you are studying on the books from the books, sorry, which are printed on paper. So she is recalling that her grandfather used to tell him that even his grandfather used to once study from those books which were printed on paper. Okay, they turned the pages which were yellow and crinkly, which is clear that the pages were very old. They had many folds or lines, which means the book was very old. And it was awfully funny to read words that stood still instead of moving the way they were supposed to on a screen. That very clearly I have told you that in the futuristic school, how they are going to study, the books will be like moving e-text. Okay, and in our books, what happened in our books, that we have these still words on the page. That means if we turn to the next page, or we turn to the previous page, or we turn to any page, the words will remain same on that page. The words will not move from one place to another. The words will remain fixed over there. They are printed on paper. Okay, so instead of moving the way they were supposed to on a screen, and then when they turned back to the page before, it had the same words on it that it had when they read it the first time. That means the words will not keep on shifting. Even you turn 200 pages ahead, or you move back to the previous page, the words will remain same because they have been printed on paper. They are not moving e-text. Okay, Guy, said Tommy, what a waste. When you are through with the book, you just throw it away. Okay, so according to Tommy, your books are just a wastage, that once you study from these books, you just have to throw it away. Okay, I guess our television screen must have had 1,000,000 books on it, and it's good for plenty more. I wouldn't throw it away. Now you know that the computer has the capacity of storing millions of record. Okay, so those books will not be thrown away. They will ultimately remain in the storage, whatever capacity the computer has. Okay, but your books, you cannot store it. For example, you've studied from class 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. You're not going to store each and every class whatever books you have studied from. You cannot store so many books. Okay, so ultimately you cannot keep so many because so many books, because they require space also. But computer can hold the computer has like great storage capacity, so they can hold as many millions of books in the storage. Okay, so same with mine, said Margie. She was 11 and hadn't seen as many telebooks as Tommy had, because Tommy was 13 and Margie was 11. Okay, so Tommy has seen more telebooks as compared to Margie. Okay, she said, where did you find it? Now she is asking whom? She is asking Tommy about what? She's asking about the real book, okay, which Tommy has found. So she is asking him, where did you find it? In my house. He pointed without looking because he was busy reading. In the attic. Now attic is supposed to be, the meaning is given over here, the space just below the roof or used as a storeroom. As a storeroom is found in the book, the real book, in his storeroom. Okay, what is it about? School. Margie was scornful because what's there to write about school? I hate school. Now she is not showing any interest because she doesn't want to read about school. Okay, she's asking Tommy, what is this book all about? And he said it's about school, and she doesn't like school. She hates school, so that is why she is not showing any interest.